Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hello, Shine Crew. I hope everybody is doing well this morning. I hope that you are happy this morning, that you are choosing joy this morning, even if you are not completely happy this morning. I hope that you are at least choosing joy, because our joy comes from where? Our joy comes from the Lord. And guess what? Our joy is non-negotiable. Our joy is a choice. So Merry Christmas to all of you. And I want to say Merry Christmas, not just from me, but I want to say Merry Christmas from the Shine Crew. Merry Christmas from the Shine Crew. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas from the Shine Crew. I am so grateful. This year has had its share of ups and downs, but I wouldn't change it for a thing, because I see how God has used everything to get me closer to where he wants me to be, to allow me to reach more people, have a greater impact. And when I say reach more people, meaning to be able to share his love with others. And so I'm forever grateful for that. All right. So y'all like our Christmas card? This Christmas card was created by Lisa, our very own Lisa Bell. Lisa Bell, thank you for doing such an amazing job on this beautiful Christmas card, our Shine Crew Christmas card. Feel free, please share it. Please share it. It is posted on this page. If you're on the Shine with Andrea page, it's posted here. It is also posted in the Shine Crew private Facebook group. All right. So please make sure that you share this. Good morning, Tara. Good morning, Miss Roxanne. Oh, Miss Roxanne. Guess what, Miss Roxanne? Guess what? Congratulations. You did it, Miss Roxanne. You did it. You did 100 days of showing up and shining. You did it. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to hear your story. I really want to know how this impacted you, how it impacted the people who watched. I'm really, really proud of you. I know you're not the same. And congratulations. Congratulations, my dear. All right. And so this morning, I'm not going to keep you long. Oh, let me finish saying hello. Good morning, Dr. Lynn. Merry Christmas. Good morning, Franny. Good morning, Miss Charnette. Merry Christmas, everyone. Good morning, Jan, Jan, Jan. Jan, 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 Jan. Good morning, Tara. Good morning, Miss Bridget. Good morning, Miss Carolyn. Good morning, Heaven Mashi. Tara says, OMG, I love the background, and you look so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning. Mashi says, Andrea, family from Pakistan also says, Merry Christmas. Oh my goodness, I forgot how to say it. I forgot how to say it. I forgot how to say it. Good morning, Miss Coretta. Merry Christmas. Good morning, Miss Kim Shaw. Merry Christmas. Bridget says, wow, absolutely beautiful. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm so grateful. Me being here with the Shine Crew has come to pass. I'm so, did you see your picture? Thank you to everyone who sent in their pictures. Did you see your picture? Look at that. You see you down here, right between the two stars above the MAS. Is this? Let's see.
The second one.
Merry Christmas.
That was fun.
Which one did you press?
The one you told me to. Anyway, I'm so glad that you're a part of it too, Bridget. Good morning, Lisa Bell. Lisa, thank you so much for doing such a beautiful job on our Christmas card. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, John Mark. That's my cousin. Good morning. Good morning. I realized that, Tara. You see, I fixed it though, right? Good morning, Miss Patricia. Good morning, Mommy. Good morning. Merry Christmas, Nene. Good morning, Miss Rochelle. Good morning. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and I want to just go ahead and jump into our program. Good morning, Farah. I know you're there. Farah. I know you're there. I want to go ahead and jump into our program. All right. I have something that I want to share with you. If you got your email yesterday, then you definitely received this, and I wanted to read it to you guys. But before we read it, I have a special voice that is going to read the Christmas story to us first. Okay, so let's go ahead and Gordon, thank you so much for reading the Christmas story to us this morning.
Thank you for inviting me to the studio, Andrea. Merry Christmas to you and Merry Christmas to all. We ready?
Yes.
The birth of Jesus, Luke 2, verse 1 to 20. At that time, the Roman Emperor Augustus decreed that a census should be taken throughout the Roman Empire. This was the first census taken when Canines was governor of Syria. All returned to their own ancestral towns to register for this census. And because Joseph was descendant of the glasses, hold on. Let's do this again.
Tara said, clear your throat.
Take two. The birth of Jesus. This is taken from Luke 2, verse 1 to 20. At the time, the Roman Emperor Augustus decreed that a census should be taken throughout the Roman Empire. This was the first census taken when Quirinius was governor of Syria. All returned to their own ancestral towns to register for this census. And because Joseph was a descendant of King David, he had to go to Bethlehem in Judea, David's ancient home. He traveled there from the village of Nazareth in Galilee. He took with him Mary, to whom he was engaged, who was now expecting a child. And while they were there, the time came for her baby to be born. She gave birth to her firstborn son. She wrapped him snugly in strips of cloth and laid him in a manger, because there was no lodging available for them. At that night, there were shepherds staying in the fields nearby, guarding their flocks of sheep. Suddenly, an angel of the Lord appeared among them, and the radiance of the Lord's glory surrounded them. They were terrified, but the angel reassured them. "Don't be afraid," he said. "I bring you good news that will bring great joy to all people. The Savior, yes, the Messiah, the Lord, has been born today in Bethlehem, the city of David. And you'll recognize him by this sign. You'll find the baby wrapped snugly in strips of cloth, lying in a manger." Suddenly, the angels was joined by a vast host of others, the armies of heaven, praising God and saying,
Glory to God in the highest heaven, and peace on earth to those with whom God is pleased.
When the angels had returned to heaven, the shepherds said to each other, "Let's go to Bethlehem. Let's see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has told us about." They hurried to the village and found Mary and Joseph, and there was the baby, lying in a manger. After seeing him, the shepherds told everyone that what had happened and what the angel had said to them about this child. All who heard the shepherd's story were astonished. But Mary kept all these things in her heart and thought about them often. The shepherds went back to their flocks, glorifying and praising God for all they had heard and seen. It was just as the angel had told them.
The Savior, yes, the Messiah, the Lord, has been born today in Bethlehem, the city of David. And you will recognize him by this sign. You will find a baby wrapped snugly in strips of cloth, lying in a manger. The Christmas story is a timeless reminder of how God uses the unexpected to reveal his glory. And it carries a message that still resonates today. This is the Shine Crew way. Show up and shine no matter the circumstances. Luke 2:7, Matthew 1:22 through 23. Think about Mary and Joseph. They didn't have the perfect setup. There was no grand palace, no ideal conditions, just a humble stable, some hay, and barn animals. Yet, in that unlikely and messy setting, the greatest light the world has ever known was born. They showed up, trusting God, even when things didn't make sense. Luke 2:4 through 7, Matthew 24 through 25. The shepherds, they were ordinary people going about their ordinary lives. But when the angels announced the good news, they didn't hesitate. They stepped into their moment, showed up at the manger, and became part of history. Luke 2:8 through 20. Even the wise men remind us of the importance of persistence and purpose. They followed a star, traveled for weeks, maybe months, bringing their best gifts to honor the King. Matthew 2:1 through 11. The message for today is this: you don't have to wait for perfect conditions to let your light shine. You don't need a stage, a big moment, or everything figured out. Show up as you are, right where you are, with whatever you have. Let God work through your imperfections, your struggles, and even your doubts. 2 Corinthians 12:9 and Matthew 5:14 through 16. The Christmas story shows us that no matter how small or inadequate we may feel, when we trust God, he can use us to bring light to the world. John 8:12 and Philippians 2:15. So this season, take your cue from Mary, Joseph, and the shepherds and the wise men. Step into your moment, Shine Crew. Show up, shine, and let his love and purpose radiate through you. Isaiah 60, verse 1, and Matthew 28:19 through 20. So I wanted to give you 5 tips for showing up and shining, what we learned from the Christmas story, okay? And then I have a 4-minute video that I'm going to share with you, and then we're going to dismiss. But I wanted to make sure and show up for those of you, especially that maybe you're alone this Christmas season. Maybe you're not able to be with family for whatever reason. Maybe you're feeling down today. And I wanted to make sure and bring the Christmas joy your way. So, number 1, y'all ready to take some notes? Y'all ready to take some notes? I know you're like, gosh, you always teaching. We got to take notes on Christmas morning. Yes, you got to take notes on Christmas morning, but you can always come back, right? You can always come back and you can watch the replay. Okay, so 5 tips for showing up and shining. This is what we've learned from the Christmas story. Number 1, embrace imperfections. Embrace imperfections. Don't wait for everything to be perfect before stepping into your purpose. Mary and Joseph, they didn't have ideal circumstances, but they trusted God's plan. They trusted God's plan. Okay? Let your faith, not your fear, guide you. You guys know my story with starting to shine. I was first introduced to Jen Mallon, who has a talk show on the Christian television network. And that is what catapulted me into even creating the brand Shine with Andrea, because I wanted to make sure that when I went on her show that I represented well. And I didn't have anything in place. I didn't have anything to collect email addresses so I could stay in contact with people and continue to make an impact. I didn't have a brand name. I didn't have Shine with Andrea. I didn't have any of that. That was July. Well, I was introduced to her in June. That was June of 2022, exactly 1 year before I actually started to go live. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Okay, step out on your purpose and let your faith, not your fear, guide you. All right. So number 1 is embrace your imperfections. Number 2, say yes to the call. Just like the shepherds who responded immediately to the angel's message, be ready to say yes when God calls. Even small steps of obedience can lead to extraordinary moments. Okay. Do you remember, guys, when I first got introduced to Dr. Lauren? That door was open for me. I didn't want to do it. I was scared. I wanted to say no, but I did. Right. And what happened? That small step of obedience, it led to extraordinary moments. Look how many times he's invited me back to be a part of his expert panel every month. Okay, so say yes to the call, even when you don't feel like it. Just like the shepherds who responded immediately to the angel's message. Be ready to say yes when God calls. Number 3, bring what you have. Bring what you have. TJ likes to say, use what's in your hands. It's the same thing. The wise men brought gifts that represented their best. But your gift might be your time. It might be your encouragement or your unique talents. Whatever it is, offer it with a willing heart. Number 4, trust God in the unexpected. Life doesn't always go as planned, but God's purpose often unfolds in the unexpected. So make sure that you keep your eyes on Him, even in the chaos, and trust that He's working behind the scenes. Even when things don't go as planned, trust God in the unexpected. Okay. Number 5, shine your light where you are. You don't need a big stage to make an impact. Whether it's in your home, your workplace, your community, reflect on Christ's love and hope to those around you. Reflect Christ's love and hope to those around you. Even small acts of kindness can reveal His glory. You don't need a big stage. You don't need a big platform. But one thing you can do is create your own platform. Don't wait to be invited to somebody's stage. Create your own. And that's something that I can help you to do. All right. So that is shine your light wherever you are. So those are 5 tips. Those are 5 tips that we learned for showing up and shining from the Christmas story. All right. So I did want to read joy stories, and I can try to read what I have today, which is nothing. The reason I have nothing is because there is something wrong with my email. I don't know what it is. I just realized that I have not gotten an email since December 7th. I went looking for the joy emails. I know that I have one from Farah, from Lisa, from Jan, and from Elizabeth. That's all I know about. I am going to play this 4-minute video. This is a 4-minute video for you. I think it's such a beautiful story, the Christmas story. So we're gonna get to see it worked out here, okay? In the video. If you don't mind, if you've sent me your joy story, and if you can quickly message it to me on Messenger or text, please do so, okay? Please send it to me that way. Hey, Miss Greg, how are you? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. So happy that you are here this morning with us. And thank you. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Uncle. Hey, Auntie Tony. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hello, Shidori. Merry Christmas. I'm so glad that you guys loved our rendition. It was hard to get everybody on camera this morning, okay? But if you can, just go ahead and send me, just copy and paste it and send it to me in Messenger, and I will read it, okay? All right, here we go, y'all. Enjoy this 4-minute video.
But one day, an angel appeared.
Mary was so surprised
and kind of scared.
But the angel said, "Don't be scared, you're going to have a baby."
And then Mary said, "How can I have a baby? I'm not married."
But the angel said,
"It's all right.
The baby will be God's son, Jesus."
Mary was supposed to marry a guy named Joseph.
She said to him, "Look, I'm gonna have a baby."
Joseph was pretty surprised too,
because he didn't know how to be a dad. But he wanted to take good care of the mom and the baby.
Right before the baby was going to be born,
Joseph and Mary had to go on a long trip to a town called Bethlehem.
But it was okay,
because Joseph made sure that Mary didn't have to walk by herself.
But when they got to Bethlehem,
it was so full of people. Nobody had roof on them.
They tried one place.
And they didn't get other place.
At the last place, the guy started to say no.
Then he said, "Wait, I got a place for you out back."
But you gotta be okay with animals.
There weren't even any beds.
But it was nice and warm. When Mary had Jesus,
they wrapped him in cloth
and put him in the animal's food dish.
No one else knew about Jesus yet.
But there were some shepherds just outside of town.
And some angels showed up.
The shepherds were like, "Oh no, what's happening?"
But the angel said, "Don't be scared.
I have something really, really awesome to tell you.
God's son Jesus has been born.
He's in Bethlehem. He's all wrapped up in a blanket."
The shepherds were super excited.
So they got everyone together and ran to find Jesus.
They were really glad when they found the right place.
They were like, "Is this where Jesus is?" And Mary let them come in.
And they even got to hold and cuddle the baby.
Sometime later, some kings were living far away from baby Jesus.
But God sent them a special star.
The kings followed the special star a long way.
A really long way. A really, really long way.
The stars showed the kings, right where Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus were.
They even brought special presents for baby Jesus.
Then everybody had a big party.
Because they were so glad that God sent baby Jesus.
That night was the best night ever.
It was the best night ever.
It was the best night ever! It was the best night ever.
It was the best night ever. All right. Thank you so much to those of you who who sent in your stories. I am going to try to get through as many as I can today. And then what I can't do today, because I don't want to keep you long, what I can't do today, I will do tomorrow. Okay. So this is from Farah. Farah is sharing her joy story. Not every moment of choosing joy happens in the profound singular moment. Though I've had a few, what sticks out the most is the gradual shift in perspective over time. You know how work sometimes can feel so mundane and boring, even overwhelming at times. That's what I'm thinking about. I think I was maybe 3 years in my career working in rehab, and I was starting to get that this is it feeling. Is that it? I know some of you have felt that. Is this it? Those days when notes kept piling up, patients were extra cranky, coworkers irritated by old equipment, and not one drop of coffee in the pot. Then you get that one question: can you take care of another patient? In that moment, I took a breath and looked at my manager and said, my caseload is full right now, but Dan will be back from vacation tomorrow. Normally, without thinking, I'd have said, sure, no problem. But that was my problem. After you say that enough times and begin to examine your stress levels, why can't I sleep? Saying, why can't I sleep? Why am I thinking about patient treatment and care plans while at home and I can't turn it off? Why am I so unhappy? I thought this is what I love to do, right? Well, over time, I just got to the point where I thought there are only so many hours in the day. There's only but so much I can do. And God did not create me to work and pay bills. And I wanted to enjoy the career I love so much. So my perspective shifted from I have to be this super therapist to I'm good at what I do because I do it. I'm good at what I do because I do it to the best of my ability, and God will do the rest. And with that, that's how I chose joy in the workplace. I focused on completing what I could, using the resources I had, and being at peace with whatever the outcome, knowing I put forth my best effort. Stepping away from the noise of work, finding a quiet corner, or going outside to take a moment is how I was choosing joy. Outside of work, I started to dance. Farah started a dance class, y'all. She started coloring in the coloring books for adults. She started taking walks. These were her happy places. These helped establish memories that she could refer back to in moments of stress. She says, I was living a more balanced and fulfilling life. The thoughts calmed, anxiety no more. My sleep improved, and I renewed my love for my career. Just a simple perspective shift can lead to joy. By choosing to prioritize my well-being and happiness, I could transform my experiences of work and life, one small decision at a time. Thank you so much for sending that in, my dear Farah. And we're going to go to Lisa Bell next. When I think of joy, I think of a deep, unwavering sense of peace and contentment that isn't tied to my circumstances. It's the kind of joy that comes from knowing God is in control, even when life feels chaotic. Joy is choosing to see the good, to find gratitude in the small moments, and to trust that everything is working together for my good. It's not just a feeling, it's a choice to rest in God's promises and to celebrate his faithfulness no matter what life brings. It takes me back to a few weeks ago when all hell was breaking loose in my life. It felt like I was in the ocean and I was being hit by wave after wave after wave. And every time I thought I had it figured out, another wave came crashing down. I didn't know how I was going to pay my bills and didn't have a dime to my name. But God, when I stopped focusing on my circumstances and totally focused on Jesus, I felt this peace. I felt safe. I could have easily stayed stuck, laying in my bed day after day, trying to lean on my own understanding. But I made a choice to get up, push through, and fight back. Shifting your mindset is vital. We must stay focused on Jesus and allow him to give us the peace and joy only he can provide. A peace that calms all our fears and a joy that sustains us through every trial. Choosing joy is a choice. When we choose joy, we're choosing to walk in faith, peace, and gratitude. So today, I encourage you to choose joy. Let go of the worries and burdens weighing you down and allow God's peace to fill your heart. Trust in his plan, rest in his presence, and find comfort in knowing he is working everything out for your good. That was from Lisa. I want to be mindful of our time here this morning. I have a few more stories, joy stories to share, and I do hope that you will come back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. and hear those joy stories because I want to joyfully share them with you. I am so happy and so grateful that God has allowed me to be here this morning. I'm grateful that he breathed the breath of life into my lungs and that he allowed me to be here this morning to be able to share this moment with you. I know that Christmas may be a little bit different in your house this year. It's very different in our house this year. But let us not forget the reason for the season. You may not have one Christmas gift under the tree. Maybe you don't even have Christmas dinner to eat. Perhaps you're home alone today. I hope that hearing the Christmas story, seeing the video, and I hope hearing the joy stories from some of the Shine crew, I hope it put a smile on your face this morning. But most of all, I hope it helps you to shift your mindset, shift your perspective, and to know that Jesus is the reason for this season. And because of his birth, we know, as his name Emmanuel means, God is with us. So no matter what it is that you're facing this year, no matter even if it's financial reasons why you don't have Christmas gifts under the tree or you don't have food on the table this year, just know that there is hope because we have Jesus. And if you've never accepted him into your heart, then today on this Christmas day, what a beautiful gift it would be for you to receive Jesus in your heart. And oh, how your life will be different. I'm not saying you're not going to have ups and downs, because ups and downs, they come with life. Life is going to keep lifing. However, when you have Jesus in your heart, you can smile at the storms. You can smile through the storms because you know that you're not alone. And you can choose joy because our joy comes from the Lord. I love each and every one of you. This is, I don't know if you know, but this is our second Christmas together, Shine Crew. This is our second Christmas together. Look at what God has done. And if he can do it for me, he most certainly can do it for you. I love you guys so much. I pray blessings over you, over your families. I pray blessings over your life, over your children, over your jobs, your businesses. I pray that today you will feel God's love, that you will feel his love, that it will embrace you, that you will feel the peace of God, the peace of God for your circumstances, for your hardship, for your situation, for your life, that you would be open to God and say yes, because we know that when we say yes, that's where our miracles start. Every miracle starts with a yes. So simply say yes to God today. Ask him to come, Lord, come and live in my heart. Send your Holy Spirit to guide me. Come and live in my heart. Help me to make those tough decisions. Help me to make those tough choices. Show me your love when I feel unloved. Because I know you, because you've come and live in my heart, because I believe in you. I believe that you were born. I believe that you died on the cross for my sins, and I believe that you rose again. Because of that, one day, whenever it's my time to go home, I know that to be absent from the body is to be present with you. I thank the Lord for you. Thank you for being here. Even if today is your first time, even if you're watching this in the replay and you've never watched it before, I thank you for being here. I thank you for those of you who come and you sit with me every morning, every Monday morning, every Tuesday morning, every Wednesday morning, every Thursday morning, every Friday morning, every weekday morning. We've been doing this since June 14th, 2023. A year and a half ago, I said yes. And look where we are. We've created not just a community, we've created a movement together. I didn't do this alone. We did this together. And because of my yes, and because of your yes, so many lives have been impacted. And I want to say you should really be proud of yourself for showing up and shining in whatever way that you do. It's so easy to stay in the bed. It's so easy to curl up in fetal position. It's so easy to look at the pile of bills and get discouraged. It's so easy to have to wake up every morning when you know that your marriage is on the rocks. It's so easy to look at the problems that we have. But when we have Jesus, he changes everything. He changes everything. And then we can look at all of our situations with hope that things are going to get better, with hope that he's not going to leave us alone, that he's not going to leave us nor forsake us, with the hope to know who we are, that we identify as his. I don't want to identify as anything else but as a child of God. God bless you, Shine Crew. God bless each and every one of you. Again, I love you so much. I love you so much. I wish I could hug each and every one of you. Please make sure that you find our Christmas card and share it with your friends. You can share your joy moments too, right on Facebook, right on social media. I would love to read your joy stories. I would love for you to find our card on our Shine with Andrea Facebook page. Take it, save it to your camera roll so you can look at it and see all the beautiful faces of the people who show up every single day. The people who you are in community with. And I'd love for you to share it and share your joy story. Share your Shine Crew moment with us. Make sure you use hashtag Shine Crew so that when we go clicking through that hashtag, we can see your shine story, your joy story. I love you guys. God bless you. And I will see you tomorrow morning. Make sure you come back to hear other joy stories. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your day. Hug yourself for me. Hug yourself really tight. And remind yourself that you are loved. You are worthy. You are valuable. Say your own name. Andrea, you are loved. Andrea, you are valuable. Andrea, you are beautiful. Andrea, you are enough. All right, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Merry Christmas!
He's sitting in the back like a little kid. Wait. You want to say it again?
Merry Christmas!
You just seem so excited. You want to say it one more time?
Kevin! Merry Christmas!
I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. for more joy stories. Bye.